It should be okay. What's up, zoners? This is Tyler, Big Turd Ward, and Jason, the lucky bastard. Youth, and welcome to you live from the West Coast. My garage? My dad's garage? The show needs help. I'm doing shows out of my dad's garage. JK, it is the holidays. Anyways, hey, this is the Fantasy Red Zone, man. And we are doing our Week 17 rankings for the championship week. We also have the Vegas rankings. So it's, they take all the over and unders, all of the stats for the players, the forecasted stats, and rank them accordingly. So we have our rankings compared to Vegas rankings. You can make up your own mind, dog. Before we get into all of that, we got our news and our brews. So this is a live show. You can ask questions. I am drinking vodka and Cactus Cooler tonight, because that's all I got. Anyways, hey, Jason, before we get into all that, can you please tell the public how they can help this show? I can't even speak, because we need it.
Yes, if you made it this far, please smash the like. If you're new to the channel, please go ahead and subscribe. It pushes us out to more people. We're also on the radio, on the Apple Podcast, and the Spotify. We also got a thank you button on all of our videos if you're feeling friendly. Back to you, Tyler.
All right, hey, news and the brews. All I saw today when I opened up my Reddit was about Max Crosby. So they told him they're going to shut him down for the season. They got 2 more games left. He wanted to play. He got so pissed off he left the building. They already shut down Brock Bowers. So I was just thinking, how are the Las Vegas going to react? The team going to react tomorrow or on Sunday? Are they going to be motivated? How good are they going to do? And hey, spoiler alert: Vegas has Ashton Jeanty like a top 4 running back this week. I don't know, man. They could just go out there and go through the motions and just get smashed.
Yeah, dude, that was crazy to see. The person in our league who's in the championship round has Brock Bowers. And I was like, hey, there's Taysom Hill. Go get Taysom Hill, I guess. I was like, dude, that sucks. And he's going up against Ashton Jeanty with his sweet matchup.
That's kind of, anyways, that's crazy. Harold Fannin injured his groin or something. I want to say it was like a last-second injury. He plans to play Week 17. He's going to be like a top 3 tight end. George Kittle, Jason, is a game-time decision for Monday Night Football, and it's a championship week. So you better pick up Jake Tongas if he does not play, or if you have him. And then Jason, Travion Henderson, concussion protocol questionable, was a full participant in Friday's practice. That usually means he's going to be playing this week. So they've got a sweet matchup. I think it's Buffalo, right?
No, it's the Jets. It's the Jets.
Yeah, somebody else has a sweet matchup, the running back versus Buffalo.
Saquon Barkley.
That's what it was, yeah. Jordan Love, Jason, is out Week 17, and Malik Willis, with that shoulder injury, is expected to start. He had 10 rushing attempts in not even a full start last week, so he is going to be a smash for me this week. I did not rank him as such. I've been out with my family all day, so Malik Willis. We'll talk about him when we're doing running. Oh my God, quarterback rankings.
Yeah, I didn't rank him either because I think I still had Love in there, thinking that he was going to play. Oh yeah, he's going to get like 10 rushes this game for sure.
Then Bears, Romo Dunze is out. Lothar Burden is not on the injury report. I did rank Lothar Burden decently high. Wait till we go through the wide receiver rankings. I feel like there's almost more starting running backs. Like, there's more running back depth this year than wide receiver depth, man. It's been so crazy with the injuries and bad quarterback play.
Yeah, dude, it's been kind of crazy.
Oh, no.
What?
Oh, Matt Collins is out. Damn, dude, that sucks. All right, whatever.
Really?
Yeah, Matt Collins out. Keyshawn Boot. Well, yeah, and Keyshawn Booty is out. Demario Douglas is questionable. So
Kyle Williams.
Hunter Henry, man. Every once in a while, he has a big game. I need to move his ranking. Saints placed Foster Moreau on IR, and he's still getting snaps, man. He's gotten Foster Moreau's snaps last 4 weeks: 27, 26, 29, 22. So Taysom Hill, Kamara. We need to pay attention to Kamara. I rate him as a big plan. Is he out?
He's out.
Oh my God. All right. We're going to have to go through it. My family just totally screwed me up on these rankings, dude. Running back is out. This is a crazy, man, week 17. There were so many injuries last week. This is like survival of the fittest, as far as that goes.
Yeah. Even for us fantasy managers, man. If we could get here, so should they.
Kyle Pitts limited, Chris Olave limited. AJ Brown teeth was participated in practice.
Yeah, he fought like Jake Paul, right?
Jake Paul was the guy that messed up his teeth.
Hey, Tyler, we already got a question. I think I know where you're going to go with this. Hendo or Jacobs? He needs a upside.
So, if Henderson's playing against the Jets, dude, right? Is it the Jets?
Yeah.
I would go with the upside of Henderson for sure.
Yeah.
But Josh Jacobs
still banged up too.
Yeah. I mean, he doesn't even have an injury. He doesn't even have an injury. Oh my God. What designation? I can't even speak, man. I've not been sleeping, but I mean, he's only gotten 12 carries over the last 2 games. He does have 2 rushing touchdowns in those games. And, last week he had 2 weeks ago he had a rushing touchdown and a receiving touchdown. But if you're going for upside at home versus Baltimore, I would take Trayvon Henderson against the Jets, dude. There's going to be so many rushing yards in that game. I would do that.
Yeah, over the past 3 weeks, the Jets have given up 30 points per game to running backs, bro.
Yeah, well, let me look real quick. Josh Jacobs and I need to sort by this. Sort by the show, smallest to largest, yay. So Trayvon Henderson, Jason, you did not have ranked because he was still injured, but I have him 16. Vegas has him 14. And then I have Josh. Where is Josh Jacobs? Did I not rank him? Are you fucking kidding me? Am I tripping balls right now?
He was injured.
I know, but I could have. Josh Jacobs. I was like, I remember ranking him. So 17, 15. I mean, dude, they are literally back to back for me. But if you're going upside, I think that Josh Jacobs has a much higher floor, but Trayvon Henderson has that upside. He is the home run hitter. I mean, Josh Jacobs had that huge touchdown a couple weeks ago, but still, I would just take against the Jets right now. Oh my God. So, all right.
Yep.
Here we go.
The Ravens have been pretty good against the. Actually, no. They've given up an average right now of 23 points in the past 3 games to running backs.
Ooh, juicy. First off,
you got something, Tyler? They're rolling in. PPR, wide receiver 2, and flex with Ladd, Burden, and Parker Washington for most points.
So, now that I know for sure, because I was, let's see, we're talking about, so Parker Washington, me and Vegas and Jason have him as a borderline flex. Ladd McConkey, Jason, you have 22. Vegas and I are like borderline flex. Like, so, what was that? Parker Washington and Ladd McConkey, I feel like are in the same tier. But that third one, Jason, who was it? Luther Burden. Yeah, Luther Burden, if he plays, I literally have as a bottom end wide receiver 2. And even Vegas has Luther Burden over Ladd McConkey and Parker Washington. I really like Luther Burden here.
Yeah, who are they playing?
How would you feel?
The 49ers, right?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what it was. And they've got Renardo.
Yeah. Against the 49ers.
Yeah. Let's see, microphone. Oh, shit. Well, my microphone just went to shit, Jason, probably.
Oh, yeah, I can barely hear you now. Can you hear me? Testing.
Testing. Oh, my God, and I can't change it. Okay. I don't even know if I can come back. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Fuck it. All right, sorry guys. My microphone blows. I gotta figure this out.
Subscribe. We need more money for microphones.
Please, God, please. I don't know why it doesn't let me do that. It's so stupid.
I do like Luther Burden's matchup. Dang, I actually was just wanting to look at your wide receiver quarterback matchup and see who's going to be covering McConkey, because I was thinking it wasn't going to be Stingley, but it could be, right?
Oh my God! Sorry, Jason. I got some other shit going on right now. So who are you asking me about? Lad McConkey?
Yeah, I was going to say the wide receiver cornerback matchup.
No, I've got it right here. LA Chargers. Lad McConkey is the slot guy, but 64% of the time, and he's going against Jason Peter. Dude, all their cornerbacks. Kamari Lassner is their best one. But yeah, 67% of the time he's going against Peter. Yeah, Derek Stingley maybe like a little bit more than that. So not great, Jason, for Lad McConkey's matchup.
So he's got a tough matchup. Okay, maybe I should probably
Not
drop
the
him.
toughest on that team, but still. Okay, I mean, I don't understand why I can't change my mic. That's so stupid. Oh, now my Yeti's not even showing up, dude. I hate this shit so much. Okay, whatever, dude. So Luther Burden would be my pick there.
Yeah, he even said he had a little bit more. Mr. Epic. He's thinking Burden or Parker. He doesn't like the Chargers matchup.
Yeah, in Jacksonville. Let's see who are they going? Because I almost put Parker Washington on my list for a good or a bad matchup. I just can't remember what it was.
Jacksonville's playing the Colts.
Parker Washington, so the slot cornerback for the yeah, he's actually has a pretty decent matchup. Their slot quarterback gets targeted 21% of the time and is given up 0.31 fantasy points per route run, and he plays in the slot 97% of the time. So Parker Washington should get more targets.
Yeah, and a divisional game too. Man, the wide receivers from the Indiana has given up 41 points to wide receivers over the last like 3 games, and that's like in the top 7.
Yeah, and Parker Washington surprisingly runs 40. So he runs the same amount of runs out of the routes out of the slot as Jacoby Myers. So Jacoby Myers is also the slot cornerback. Is also the slot wide receiver. All right, dude. I need sleep, and my fucking microphone doesn't work. I'm pissed, dude. Okay.
All right, we got another one. I need 2. Godwin, Ladd, Sampson, Downs, 1 PPR. Full point PPR.
So Sampson, if he plays, for sure. So I'm setting that. You're starting Sampson. Where do I have Sampson? I have Sampson. Where is Sampson? Right here. So Sampson is a low end running back. No, he's a flex. He's a good flex option. Ranked 30. Vegas has him 29. That's amazing. And then it was Lad McConkey or who?
Downs and Godwin. So I don't think we're going after Ladd.
Dude, Downs and Godwin, man. I don't know how to rank Phillip Rivers wide receivers in the championship. You know what I'm saying?
Well, dude, Downs has he has a touchdown from Rivers, and I think last week he led them in targets.
I know. That's great. I get that. It's just I don't know, man. Godwin Godwin's floor is like 8 points. His ceiling is like 14 points. So, and then now he's at Miami. Let me look at the cornerback thing real quick. Because we're looking at Lad McConkey has a bad matchup. We're not talking about him. And it was Josh Downs, Indianapolis. He's the slot wide receiver 77% of the time. Oh, he's going against, dude, I wouldn't start Josh Downs. He's going against Jordan Lewis, Jason, who is I think he's an all-pro. He's like one of the better slot cornerbacks in the league from Jacksonville. So that's not a great matchup for Josh Downs. And then what was the other one? It was
it was Godwin.
Yeah, I think I would go. Let me go to Tampa Bay real fast. Let me just check his thing because they are going against. Yeah, he's got Mika Fitzpatrick, who's given up 0.33 fantasy. He's the worst cornerback right now for Miami. I think I would go Godwin, Jason.
Okay, Michael Grigsby, welcome back, sir.
Michael Grigsby.
Start 2: Evans, McMillan, Myers, Washington.
Okay, so you're not starting McMillan or Washington. It is definitely Evans and Myers.
All right, he was saying, Fanning said that he is playing and it was just a tweak to his groin. Should I be worried?
Well, Njoku's still out. If he plays, I'd play him because
Yeah.
Tight ends. I mean, we can go over tight ends, but it's like, dude. I mean, once you get past Dallas Goedert, it sucks. Even Juwan Johnson's kind of hit or miss.
Yeah, I think when it comes to growings too, like once you do that first sprint in warm-ups, I mean, obviously, I think you're going to know right then and there if you can play or not. No?
I don't know. I'm just wondering what you're saying. I was like, dude, I don't know.
Dude, I pulled muscle in the growing area. I wouldn't know if I'm going to give it 100% or not in the first like little warm-up I do.
So, Mike Evans.
I'm just more in tune with my body, I guess.
Yeah, I guess. Mike Evans is killing it. I would start him no matter what. Vegas has him as a low-end wide receiver 1 at rank number 12. Jason and I have him, 8'6", number 7, if you average that. And then Jacoby Myers, I have 16. Vegas has 17. And we just talked about him playing in the slot and has a decent matchup. So against Mika Fitzpatrick. So I like that. Wait, was it? No, not Mika Fitzpatrick. I was messing that up. Wait, no, against Mika Fitzpatrick, right? Yeah. So who is Jacksonville playing, Jason? I just went over this.
The Colts.
Oh my God, I'm getting my shit messed up. I should have. I mean, I need sleep so bad. This is ridiculous. Jacksonville. So Jacoby Myers. Oh, they have. That's right. That's what it is. Indianapolis. Yeah, still a great matchup. So Jacoby Myers has a good matchup. I think that you have to start Jacoby and Mike Evans, and then you were looking at, what were the other ones?
It was McMillan and Washington.
Yeah, and I'm pissed off at McMillan still. I'm actually aligned more with Vegas at 25, 23. I would like to start him as a flex because his floor sucks, dude. It's like he could get barely any targets. But Jason, you have him 17. That's still well under what we have Jacoby Myers.
Yeah.
Because Jason, you have Jacoby Myers. Oh, actually, you like Ted McMillan more than Jacoby Myers.
Explain. I do. Oh, just because of the rise of like Parker Washington. Like we thought that Myers was going to have a good game last week against the Broncos, just because Surtain was going to be on Brian Thomas. I mean, he wasn't there, and it was a Parker Washington game. That kind of just had me concerns that Parker Washington can steal targets from Myers. I still think Myers could be a number 2 wide receiver. I just think he's going to be really sharing it with Parker Washington.
Dude, but Parker Washington, I mean, he had 3 targets versus Tennessee and then 3 targets versus the Jets before he went off at Denver. So I'm just saying his floor still sucks.
Okay, we got Apocalypse. What's up, dude? He's wondering Ramondre or Bucky.
So Ramondre Stevens is going to be a really good play. But Bucky Irving, right? I have 13. Vegas has 13. Jason has 14. We all have him as a borderline running back 1, running back 2. And what was it? I was just looking at his touches. I mean, he's getting a lot of touches. He's not being efficient. So he has a higher floor. His ceiling has just kind of sucked.
And they took something from him.
Yeah. 19 rushing attempts last week, Jason. He only had 7 fantasy points on that. 0 receptions at Carolina. 16 before that, 15, 17. So once he's come back, pretty much 15-plus carries. Now when you go at Miami, I haven't checked in a while, but last time I checked, Miami was pretty good against the pass because everybody ran on them. So I'm thinking they're going to be running the ball a lot against Miami. And so I'm expecting, anywhere from 16 to like 21 touches for Bucky Irving. So that's why I had to rank him pretty high for running back. And then who was the other one?
Ramondre Stevenson.
Yeah, so you have, you have Ramondre 1 ahead, but that's because you didn't know Trayvon Henderson was playing.
Correct. Yeah.
So Vegas and I think, kind of played it as in Trayvon Henderson is playing. But, dude, this game's going to get out of hand. And is there a world where Ramondre Stevenson just takes over? Yeah. And he had a huge week last week, so I understand it. But if it was me, I think I'd go Bucky Irving, even though I think Ramondre Stevenson might have the higher ceiling.
Yeah, part of the reason I do like Bucky, I think he's going to get a lot of opportunities this game. But the fact that they took the goal line carries from him, I do not like, which means he's probably going to have to score from outside the 10-yard line. And the Dolphins, they do not give up explosive runs. They only give it up 3.8% of the time, which is well below average. So he's going to have to score from outside like the 10 and 15, and the Dolphins don't really give up those big plays, so that's why I have him where I'm at. But I still think the volume is going to be there.
Yeah. Because Ramondre Stevenson, Jason, 8 rushing attempts, 6 rushing attempts, 12 rushing attempts, 6 rushing attempts ever since he came back from injury, and Trayvon Henderson's been kind of going off. Now, the thing about Ramondre Stevenson lately, he's been getting like 3 receptions, man. 2 receptions, 3 receptions. So it's helped him a lot. At the Jets, though, Jason, I think that him and Trayvon Henderson are both going to get like 14 rushing attempts, and Ramondre could get a touchdown. But I'd still start Bucky Irving over Ramondre Stevenson with Trayvon Henderson healthy.
Yeah, I think that's a pretty safe. I think it's a safe bet now that with Henderson playing, I think I have to drop Stevenson.
Oh shit! Yeah, I need to do this on every single one. I forgot to go show rank. I'm gonna do this. There we go. So, anyways, any more questions, Jason, or I want me to go over some outliers?
No, yeah. I'm just trying to. Where are we at? Okay, Ramondre, Bucky. Okay. We got another one. Should I go Burden or Parker instead of Downs, Godwin, or Ladd? I could pick them off the waiver. Oh, damn. Really?
I'd go Burden over all that. So Josh Downs, I still have ranked low, dude. I'm like, it would take a lot for me to start Josh Downs in the championship. I get it. And I understand, like, it's a lot of short passes. He is a slot wide receiver there, so it's coming out of Phillip Rivers' hands quickly. The ball's not going quick, but the time is quick. Parker Washington and Josh Downs probably in the same tier for me. And then what was the other ones?
It was just, should he start Burden and Parker over Downs, Godwin, or Ladd? I'm pretty sure it sounds like we're taking like Ladd off the table.
Yeah. Yeah. But I think Luther Burden's like way higher than all them. Even Vegas has Luther Burden ranked as number 31, dude. So I think Luther Burden is a must start over all of those players. And Luther Burden last time he played, I think he had like 9 targets without Rome Odunze. And Rome Odunze is a free agent in this league that I'm in right now, which is kind of interesting. But yeah, I mean, he had 7 targets, but 10 fantasy points, 14 fantasy points, and now he's got at San Francisco. Let me look at his matchup real quick just to make sure. Chicago. Luther Burden. He is kind of their slot. They move him around all over the place, so you can't really talk about his matchup. And in San Francisco, I mean, Upton Stout, Jason, their quarterback, their only good quarterback is Diamador Lenore. That's hard to say.
Diamador Lenore, King of Gondor.
But Upton Stout has been giving up. He gets targeted 22% of the time, so more than 1 out of every 5 throws. And he's giving up 0.33 fantasy points per route run. So not a good cornerback, and Luther Burden gets that a lot. So I would start Luther Burden here.
Okay, so Apocalypse, he was the one we were talking about, Ramondre Stevenson or Bucky. He says he's just worried about Bucky's usage in the red zone and the passing game. No. Yeah, and that's
totally
I totally get it because Sean Tucker is replacing him when it comes to the goal line carries.
Yeah, I'd be worried about Ramondre Stevenson's usage in the stuff like that too.
Well, now, yep.
So yeah, they literally have they both have the same problem. But like, I just know I would bet a lot of money on Bucky having more touches than Ramondre. That's all I'm saying.
I think with Henderson back now, it's almost like it's guaranteed that Bucky's going to have more opportunities than Stevenson.
Yeah, that's all. That's pretty much. You could argue that they're in the same tier, but I go with Bucky.
All right.
Vegas, if you don't believe us, Vegas has him ranked 13, and then Ramondre Stevenson's ranked 22. So I would just go with Vegas there.
All right, Michael Grigsby. Michael Wilson or McMillan?
Ted McMillan? Oh, I'd go. Why, dude? My brain is mellow. Hey, what was the first one? Michael Wilson.
Michael Wilson, Ted McMillan.
Yeah, and I want to say Harrison was limited at practice again today. I can't remember what it was. He's still questionable. Michael Wilson looks like he's gonna be fine. I have him ranked as a low-end borderline running back or wide receiver 1, wide receiver 2. Vegas has him high end wide receiver 2. Jason, you and I both have him 12. And then the other one was Ted McMillan. Where do I have Ted McMillan at? Oh, right here. So you have him. I mean, you have Ted McMillan ranked 5 spots below. Vegas is like me, is like a borderline wide receiver 2. So Vegas and I would way rather start Michael Wilson, and Jason, you would too. So I'm going with Michael Wilson on this one.
Yeah. I think as long as Brissett's playing, I think Michael Wilson's pretty much a safe bet. He did have a tough matchup last week.
And where does Vegas have Brissett? Vegas has Brissett number 10. So, yeah, I would have no issues starting Michael Wilson over that.
Okay. Then we got bacon flakes. Oh my gosh, I'm hungry, dude. I'm getting cheesy potatoes with ribs in it, dude. It's gonna be crazy. Ribs, meat. Anyway, quarterback rankings. So we made ribs and then we pulled out the meat and we're gonna put in the cheesy potatoes and like casserole it, dude. Oh my gosh. Anyways, bacon flakes. Quarterback rankings. I'm worried about Hurts getting me there. I need more upside.
Yeah, and I ranked Hurts number 6. He needs more upside than Jalen Hurts?
Yeah. I think he's just wondering about where do we have Jalen Hurts? What do we think how he's going to do against the Bills?
Yeah, because the Bills' passing defense is like, I mean, you run against them. That's why I have Saquon Barkley ranked so high. But then I was like, hey, man, Jalen Hurts is kind of a running back. So, I mean, the last 2 games he's had 7 rushing attempts, and he has not had a rushing touchdown, Jason, since at Dallas when he had 2. I would not be surprised if he had 2 rushing touchdowns this week versus at Buffalo. I need to check the weather, and if the weather's bad, he might run the ball even more, man. So I just high scoring game. The over and under for this game is pretty decently high. I want to say it was like 50.5 or something like that. So I have Jalen Hurts ranked pretty damn high. He had 19 points, 22 fantasy points. He did have -1 at the Chargers, so that sucks. 16, 30, 14, 11. So 19 plus fantasy points in like 3 of the last 5 games, which is pretty damn good. He's not going to ever, I don't know, man. So I like Jalen Hurts this week. But as far as upside, do I think he's going to get 25 plus fantasy points? Probably not. But I think he's a safe bet for 20. And that's, if I get 20 points for my quarterback, I'm all about it, man. So that's what I'd be doing.
Yeah, I think he's going to get a lot of rushing in this game, dude. The Eagles they still need to win, right? Like they won the division, but there's a chance that they can move up in the seeding.
Correct.
Yeah, I think.
Yeah.
I know you mentioned it earlier, but what did you have the over and under at?
Oh, I need to look at it again because I was like, I'm pretty sure when I was going over the over and unders for this, I thought it was at 50.5, but it could have changed.
I'm looking at it right now. Oh, it's okay. It's at 43.5.
Oh my God! Let me
wow.
check the weather. Maybe the weather went nuts. Let me check this. Let's see, fantasy football weather, and then I think it's Roto something. Yeah. Wait. Oh, here we go. Yeah, Roto Wire. I like it. Let's see. Cowboys. Nope. I'm going to Philadelphia. Where is this shit? Oh, here we go. Rainy. 97% chance of rain. Moderate winds. Strong gusts blowing diagonally across the field will make passing and kicking difficult. Okay. So the over and under has gone down a lot because of the damn weather, Jason, but it is going to be 43 degrees and it's going to be raining. So to me, I still like Jalen Hurts and Saquon Barkley, and Josh Allen's probably going to run the shit out of the ball too. So James Cook, Josh Allen, like the running back and quarterbacks for these teams, I still like a lot. I would probably take the over on that, Jason, on that over and under for point score total.
I'm so he's actually Bacon Flakes. He's actually worried that they're going to shut him down because they don't need the win. And that's what I'm kind of wondering about. But I think they could still go higher in the seed. They have the afternoon game. I'm actually going to see right here. Can the Eagles improve their playoff seed?
Well, Cowboys aren't making playoffs.
Cowboys are not making it.
Washington's not playing. or making playoffs.
Yeah, the Giants are not. So
The Giants aren't.
says
So,
literally what I'm putting in right here is that the Eagles can improve their playoff win from the likely number 3 spot to potentially number 2 by winning their final 2 games and getting the Chicago Bears to lose. When is the Bears game? The Bears game is Sunday night, so they are going to play Jalen Hurts.
They're going to be still. Yeah, I wouldn't worry about that at all. Especially this year for the Eagles, man. They need to find their rhythm, anyways. They are not a team that can take a break. So I would highly doubt they do not play Jalen Hurts or shut him down.
All right, Mo G. Michael Carter.
I'm going to send out trophies to some people this week. Made for TV. I can't remember if that's Moji or not. And then Daryl DeRisi. And I can't remember if that's Olaf or not. I need to go through that.
Well, I think you have it where it's like 2 weeks.
Do I?
I think you have it going into like round 18 or week 18.
I've been depressed all year, man. I totally jacked this year up, man. I thought I was getting fired every day. It's so stupid, man.
Yeah. Oh my God. Like, yeah, stressful times.
Went from getting fired to like marriage problems to the worst year of my life almost.
Yep. ED. Michael Carter.
Hey.
JK. Michael Carter or Blake Corum?
So Michael Carter for sure. But let's see. I was like, dude, why are people still not ranking Blake Corum higher? Let's see, what am I doing? Michael Carter, I think I have right here. 20 and 30. Dude, Vegas and I have Michael Carter almost as a top 20 running back. So I like that a lot. Catching passes, everything else. And then who was it? It was Blake Corum. So I have, it's kind of close when you look at our rankings this way, 25 to 31. You could almost argue that. But just look at Vegas, dude. Michael Carter ranked 21st. Blake Corum ranked 41st. I would go over that, but I'm just saying, man, way safer to play Michael Carter this week. I need to see what he did last week as far as pass catching real quick.
Dude, he didn't do much.
Because I remember being disappointed.
Yeah, he only had like 6 points, I think.
Yeah, Atlanta with 0 receptions, and he was the starter. But it's at Cincinnati, Jason. So Cincinnati's going to go up by – he's going to have to catch some passes here. And Marvin Harrison Jr. is still dealing with an injury, man. So I still like Michael Carter over Blake Corum, but when you look at it, because Blake Corum's like, dude, Jason, because Blake Corum was what, like 12 plus fantasy points for each of the last 4 weeks. He's got a rushing touchdown every game, and now he's at Atlanta. But I think I would just go Michael Carter. I think you could argue they're in the same tier, but I think the safer bet is Michael Carter.
Atlanta has been pretty tough against the run lately, but Cincinnati, they give up all the points to running back. So I think you have to go Carter here, Michael Carter.
Yeah, that's exactly what I would do.
All right. Oh my God, I hate when this does this. Okay.
Kenneth Walker, Jason. I do want to say Kenneth Walker. After last week, you and I and Vegas still have him in the flex option.
Yeah. He finally did what people were waiting for. Doesn't mean he's going to do it again. But yeah, like a 50-yard, 60-yard rushing touchdown, dude. That's what we've been waiting for all season. He finally does it. We don't know if he's going to do that again. We might be waiting with a thumb up our ass. All right. Bacon flakes. We already did this. Thanks, guys. Who's Vegas got ranked 9th for QB?
Who do we have ranked 9th?
What is Vegas?
Oh, what does Vegas have?
Baker Mayfield.
Yeah, they still believe in Baker Mayfield, Jason. So I'm still putting. I mean, I was a Baker Mayfield owner for a while, and I just started getting pissed off. So not great. I want to say since Mike Evans has been back, I mean, at least he had that 19-point game versus Atlanta. He's had a passing touchdown in each of the last 8 games. But now he's at Miami. And Miami, dude, might not move the ball that much. I do like Quinn Ewers, and Tampa Bay gives up a ton of passing yards. But yeah, I mean, I would still be a little bit lower than 9. Again, I've got him 11. No, 13. Jason, you have him 11. Vegas is 9. So borderline starting quarterback this week.
Yeah. Jamie.
What's up, Jamie?
I thought Tyler got a new garage. Hope you guys are enjoying time with family.
Yeah.
That should answer that.
Yeah. I was like, dude, it's been a rough.
For some reason,
appreciate you, Jamie.
for some reason, I thought you were singing this song.
It's been so rough.
Okay. K-Ball at 32, what's up, dude? Hit the likes, fellas. This is coming from a peer. Hit the likes. Thank you.
Thanks.
All right. Oh, thanks, fellas. All right, Ty, which kicker would you do? What's his name? Fairbairn or Myers?
Dude, I've been rolling out Myers for a while in one of my leagues. Ever since but let's see, Fairbairn. Dude. Fairbairn, 17 points, 16 points, but he's at the Chargers. So Chargers are always low-scoring games. Nico Collins, yeah, I think that he's going to – I mean, dude, he hit 2 50-yard field goals last week. I think he's going to have to do that again at the Chargers. So I do like Fairbairn. And let me look at Myers real quick. Because I was like, oh, come on, dude. How do you spell Myers? Isn't it just like
Isn't it like Myers?
Oh, I mean, that's weird. Thought that for sure there'd be an A there. Okay. Yeah, dude. I have been rolling out Myers so much. 24 points, 14, 19, 13, 14, 15. At home versus the Rams, he got jacked. Dude, I think you'd have to go. I think I would go at Carolina other than at the Chargers. Because he's going to have to rely on 50-yard field goals, Fairbairn will. At Carolina? Dude, that's crazy. So he didn't kick one field goal last week. Myers didn't. So that's his floor now. But at Carolina, I would take that, Jason. So go with Jason Myers here.
All right.
Right now he's – yeah, no wonder I've been starting him every week, man. He's kicker number 1. At least something in my season has turned – I didn't want to say it. Part of my depression, Jason, I was like, I almost scored the second most fantasy points in my most important league, and I got last place. I won 2 games. How does that work? You tell me.
Yeah. All right. Luke. Michael Carter or Dylan Sampson?
Ooh, okay. I mean, I know that I have Michael Carter ranked higher, right? So I've got Michael Carter ranked 20. Jason has 30. Vegas has 21. So we're looking at him being a low-end running back 2. And then Sampson, I've got 30. Jason, you have Dylan Sampson's ranked just under that. And then Vegas has him at 29. So that is a good flex option. So Vegas and I think that Dylan Sampson is like 1 or 2 tiers below Michael Carter. But I really think that they are going to have – I think that Sampson just has a lower floor. Michael Carter just has a slightly higher floor, even though that's not great either. He only had like 6 fantasy points last week. I think I would have to roll out because we do not know. I mean, I don't know the full health. And then Vegas had Raheem Sanders ranked like 40th, which I did not like. So I think I would go Michael Carter still, Jason.
Yeah, I'd be okay with going with Michael Carter.
But yeah, it's like I should be looking up some like rushing stats and stuff, but that's what I would do.
All right, hold up, Tyler. We still got questions that need answered. Okay, ball at 32 again. Drake May or Burrow for 4-point passing touchdowns.
4-point passing. Oh, right. So, I mean, they're probably in the same tier. The one thing though is that Vegas has Drake May ranked number 1, Jason.
Oh,
So,
damn.
I know, because it's the Jets. But I'm like, dude, they could go up. In my mind, they could be up by 30 points at halftime, and then the Drake May better get all his fantasy points in the first half. So I would go with Joe Burrow at Miami, correct?
No, I think it's not Miami. It's Cardinals.
Oh, that's even better. That's even better. I thought there was a good matchup, and I was like, at Miami? At least it's warm temperatures, you know. Arizona Cardinals, man. At home versus Arizona? Let me look at this weather real quick.
Okay.
Just so I'm not missing anything, because Cincinnati can be a bitch. It's going to be 65 degrees?
Ooh.
What, man?
Swimming
That's
with that.
insane. 58% chance of rain, but, dude, I'd go Joe Burrow.
Oh, yeah.
Let me look
That's
at the
what
New England game real quick.
I was just looking at this is because, yeah, Drake May, awesome guy. Love the dude. Great character. Last time he went up against the Jets, he scored 15 points. I think that's a game that Henderson, dominated, right? Didn't he get, close to 30 points that game? Well, if Henderson wasn't playing, I think he would probably have to be involved more, but it looks like Henderson is trending to play this week, and Mac Hollins is out. That's his dog.
Hey,
That's a shoeless dog. Yeah, what's up?
Mac Hollins is out, and
That's what I
Keyshawn
said.
Lee is out,
Yep.
and it's going to be 32 degrees at the Jets, and it's going to be 26% chance of rain with light winds. So I would just go with this. I'd go with Joe Burrow.
Yeah. I think last time Joe Burrow played against the Cardinals, that's when Jamar Chase had 50 points. So, something to think about.
I was showing me the championship in our Dynasty League. Jason, I think you and I in our Dynasty League are going for 7th place. So,
Yeah.
it was Bo Nix and Michael Penix, man. I thought I was like, I got to draft some young bucks. And, man, they bucked me right up, man. Not great.
Yeah, that's because the first week, my first round of the playoffs, I started 3 people who were out.
That's a you problem.
Yep. User error.
I mean, there has been one time, because I'm not used to that sleeper app, where I put people in. I set my lineup, and then I'm like, I got to check my stuff if the games are going, and it never went through. I was like, what the fuck? But I bet you didn't do that. All right, anyways.
Next up, Jason. What's up, dude? I like this guy. There's just something about him I'm drawn to. Everyone who played Deebo Samuel thought they made the greatest start ever yesterday, putting up 11 points. Sorry, it just dropped. I forgot what I was saying. Okay, 11 points in the first half. How did he finish? He made a lot of people mad. I think he finished with 11 points.
He finished with 10 points in our PPR league.
He's 10 points. Jeez.
Yeah,
I was even watching this. I'm like, oh, bro, he's going to go out there and score 30 points. They're using them in the running game. They're using them in the passing game. And then it stopped.
I mean, he's had 5 or fewer targets 3 weeks in a row. So, and then next week he's going against Cooper DeJean. And he's going to finish the year with not many targets.
Okay. Did that one people mad? Oh my gosh. This is one of the funniest names I think we have on here. This guy's name is Joe Blacko. That is awesome.
Malik Willis, dude. I'd put him. Let's look at the quarterback rankings real quick, and let's see where we'd rank Malik Willis. He was on my. I think he was my unlikely smash of the week. Joe Blacko. That's awesome. Let's see. Yeah, I would start him. Jackson Dart, Jason, or I was gonna say Joe Blacko. Malik Willis or Jackson Dart, Jason.
I'm a Jackson Dart fan, so I'm going to go with Jackson Dart.
I think Jackson Dart's getting a little bit underranked. Vegas has him at 17 because of what happened last week against Minnesota. But look at that. Minnesota's defense, I told you guys, man. It's insane. They still might have not allowed a passing touchdown the last 7 weeks or something like that.
Yeah, I don't think he got a passing touchdown. I think he scored a rushing touchdown, but I'm pretty sure they held him in check. Look what he did to... Look what they just did to Jared Goff. I think he got 1 point in the finals, dog.
I know.
Like,
If the Vikings just had a quarterback, whatever.
yeah.
Anyways,
Oh snap! So I gotta see. So, this could be the craziest thing of all time. Oh, he didn't have a rushing touchdown. I thought he did, but
I didn't think he did. He had like 50 passing yards and he had like no points.
I swear they must have called it back with a penalty because I swear there was a highlight showing it. But -1 point. -1 point. Jackson Dart. Yeah, the Vikings just. Dude, he's got the Raiders this week, man. Wandale Robinson has a great matchup, I do declare.
He's on my list because Wandell's. That's where do I have Wandale Robinson right? And Theo Johnson, I bet you. I mean, if he doesn't drop passes, should be good too. Who did I say? Oh yeah, Wandale Robinson. Where is Wandale Robinson? I have 18. Vegas has 18 as well. That makes me happy. So yeah, he is a borderline. He's like a wide receiver 2 this week.
All right. Okay, Jason's back. He's asking Fairbear or Panero, who hasn't missed a field goal. Is that true? He hasn't missed a field goal all year, averaging 13 points a game.
I mean,
that's a crazy stat.
There was a time where there was a stretch where Panero was just making everybody's just loving it. Yeah, I mean, he had 17, 18 points, and everybody's like, Panero bread. But yeah, at home versus Chicago, he has not been doing. He is not a fit. They do not kick field goals from 50+ yards, so his upside is capped. And he's at home versus Chicago. Panero is. I think I'd go Fairbairn, Jason, at the Chargers.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because I think if anything, San Francisco's going to be scoring points.
I mean, dude, extra points for Panero. 4, and then 6, and then 4. He misses a lot of extra points. It's kind of funny. 2 for 4, 2 for 3. But yeah, like the way that the 49ers offense has been kind of crazy, and they don't kick long field goals. I mean, he has 1 attempt of 50+ yards over the last 4 games. 2
was it last week?
Yeah, 0 for 1. So I'm just saying, and like even the 40 to 49, he has 1. Oh, and then he was since he came back from injury, and he had 3 games. Yeah, dude, he just does not kick long field goals. He's got a good floor, like at 10 points, but Fairbairn is who I'd go for in the championship.
Yeah, he was talking about how he added here. Wait. Oh my gosh. Oh, he added that 49ers are expected 50+ points, so he was thinking Panero should be a great kicker this week.
Yeah, I mean, they've been scoring tons of points every week, man, for a while. They just I was looking at that Brock Purdy stat, how efficient he's been. It hasn't happened since like 1960 or something like that. So, yeah, I just they're just scoring touchdowns, dog. And when you score a lot of touchdowns, it's not great. So, like, I was starting like Bagley or whatever for the Colts in the beginning. They were just scoring touchdowns. I had games where I get 4, 5 points from 5 extra points. So even though they're scoring a lot of points, that's not great for kickers.
You don't think this would be a revenge game for Panero Bread?
I don't know if kickers have revenge.
Okay. Okay, Luke is saying thank you. You're welcome, brother.
No problem.
K-Ball is saying he likes the Burrow call. Weathers and Jets game I hear as well. I think we went over that there might be bad weather in
Jets,
New York.
32 degrees, so it's going to be cold. And it's going to be 26% chance of rain, which doesn't really matter to me. And the light winds from sideline to sideline is bad, but it's like I wouldn't think too much about it. It's just him not having Matt Collins, him not having Keyshawn Booth, and it's 32 degrees against the Jets. I just like the running backs for the Patriots and maybe the tight end and Stephon Diggs. So
yeah.
I don't know. I mean, they're all good options. But yeah, bad weather over there.
All right. Swole lid. I like it. He says, how can I start Burrow over May when Burrow got me to the championship? Oh, okay. How can he start Burrow over May when May got him to the championship?
Oh, Burrow. Hey, dude. if you got more, if you want to rest on, these guys are in the same tier. I don't want to like bullshit, like running. I've got one running quarterback, 2, and one is quarterback 5. You can make an argument they're in the same tier. So if you want to go with the guy that got you to the championship, that's fine. I'm just saying. I'm afraid of New England just running the shit out of the ball.
Yeah.
And,
I mean, dude, I get it, though. This comes to loyalty and love, bro. Like, Drake May, I had this guy. He was my dark horse of the year, so I make sure I got him. And things didn't turn out well for me, but I was like, dude, I think no matter what, like, this boy got me here. I think I would start him and roll the dice.
Yeah.
I
had Drake May, like, ranked way lower than you did this year. You were a Drake May believer this year, one of the only ones. So you should know what it's like. I don't know what it's like. So I get it.
I get what this guy's talking about, man, because I'm like, bro, like, we started this thing together. We finished this thing together. You die, I die. It's from Stranger Things, dude.
Oh, is it? I've not watched Stranger Things yet, so I'm like, okay.
So I totally feel what he's talking about. Kate Balla, in my mind, Burrow outscores May this week due to the Jets not being able to score enough running. Game script, second half. Yep.
That's what I'm saying, dude. Like, why do they need to do it? But Joe Burrow's done this before. Where I want to say it was a blowout. Let me check. Let's see if I could go to. Does it show the scores of the games? Because I want to say there was a blowout, and Joe Burrow still had like one of his best games. They kept on throwing the ball, dude.
Could it be against the Giants?
Was it at Miami last week?
No, but there was like Miami, I think like week 2.
No, that was Jacksonville week 2. So
week 3.
He didn't play week 3, and they were at Minnesota.
Drake May?
Oh shit! I thought we were talking about Joe Burrow.
What are you talking about here, dude?
I thought we were talking about Joe Burrow. My bad.
I mean, Joe Burrow just destroyed the Dolphins last week.
That's what I'm saying. I was saying Joe Burrow, you don't have to worry about game script. I still think even when they blow out people, still, they're passing the shit out of the ball.
Yep. All right. And he says, definitely, yep. He says, definitely got me here too, Kate Balla. Swollen, again, he says, I have Jamar, so Burrow makes sense, but I don't know. I started him 2 weeks ago, and he let me down. I know. I think it was was it a game against the Ravens? Oh, my gosh. Projected to go off, and he got, I think, like 5 points that game.
And it's a divisional game. Every once in a while, those divisional games are just god-awful. Just like, sometimes when it doesn't make sense, you're like, is it a divisional game? It always is.
Yeah. All right, everyone that's here, please smash the like. Thank you for joining us tonight on Friday. Jason, again, what to do with Trayvon Henderson this week? Do they feed Ramondre? Will Trayvon be on a snap count to save his head? I think they give him the whole thing, man.
So,
when
I'm worried about usage for running backs or any player, I always depend on Vegas. Like, that's what I did with Michael Carter earlier in the year, and it worked out, 18 fantasy points. I've done that repeatedly, and it usually works out. So, if we look at Vegas and Trayvon Henderson, they've got him ranked number 14. Now, they do have Ramondre Stevenson ranked 22, but them ranking Trayvon Henderson at 14, I would doubt there's going to be a ton of, a low snap count for Trayvon Henderson. And then Trayvon Henderson, he doesn't really depend on volume anyways.
Yeah, he's the explosive run, and the Jets they've given up the 5th most explosive runs of 15-plus yards on the season at a rate of 5.4% of the time.
Yeah.
Like, this is another great opportunity for Henderson to have another blow-up game.
So, if Trayvon Henderson gets 14 rushing attempts, Jason, he has he gets 34 points, 32 points. What did he get? At Cincinnati, he only had 10 fantasy points. That was a dud. But he had 14 for 148 and 2 touchdowns, 36 fantasy points. So, like, every time he gets 14 plus carries, it's like 30 fantasy points. And now he gets at the Jets. I expect him to get, I bet you the over and under is at 13.5. I should look at that. but I would expect him to get 14, and Ramondre to probably get 14 as well. So, dude, the upside on Travion Henderson is huge.
Yeah, and he's young. You know, he still has a couple more concussions before we start worrying about Brandon Ayuk and Antonio Brown's status, okay? I then throw him out there, coach. He's ready to play. Well, K-Ball actually makes a good point. Ramondre will fumble. Most likely, yep. Jason's talking about the Texans are projected less than 40-point game. I feel like, would you say those like lower games are when the field goals are actually longer?
Yeah, because lower scoring games are going to be more 3-point scores anyways.
Yeah.
And if it's a lower scoring game, those field goals become much more important because you're not scoring touchdowns. So it's just like a battle of field goals. Some of the best games between two kickers, it's like 15 to 8, it's like 21 to 18, and it's like mostly all field goals.
Yeah. Yep.
I hate watching those games, but I'm like, oh my god.
Yeah, those games are boring, but shoot, you gotta give them credit. All right, Jelly of the Month. I love it, dude.
Jelly of the month.
Jelly of the Month. Loveland or Strange, PPR.
Yeah. So, Vegas has Loveland at 10. I have him at 11. I have him at 10. I've been loving starting him. Romo Dunze's still out, but Luther Burden is back in. And I was bumping up Loveland without Luther Burden, and it wasn't really successful. So, again, Britton Strange 1 rank behind at 11 for Vegas. I've got him 2 ranks behind, so they're in the same tier. And now I'm like, dude, you have Parker Washington in the slot going off. You got Jacoby Myers in the slot going off. You got ETN coming out of the backfield.
Yep.
And now you're depending on like Britton Strange. It's just weird. It's crazy how many people are getting production that are running all these short routes for the Jacksonville Jaguars, Jason. But Britton Strange did catch that touchdown. He's got 2 touchdowns in the last 4 games. 7 targets last game at Denver. Again, though, he got force-fed because Brian Thomas Jr. was getting
covered by Surtain.
And he had like 3 targets or 2 targets. It was insane. At Indianapolis, I expect it to be more of like a 3 or a 1 reception game. So if he does not get a touchdown, I don't like it at all. It's like 5 fantasy points. Last time he was at at home versus Indianapolis, Jason, he did get 6 targets, but only 3 receptions and 5 fantasy points. So I think I would go Colston Loveland here. Just take Vegas for the tiebreaker. And yeah, Loveland, 5, 5, 5, 6, 6, 5 targets. At San Francisco, it's going to be a high-scoring game. What is the over and under on this? I want to say this is at least 50.5.
I'm on it.
Yeah, so I would go Colston Loveland, but again, I think those are very similar. You could almost flip the coin on that one.
52.5, sir.
Okay, I was like, it's at least 50.5, right? So I would chase that. And I want to say, dude, wasn't the 49ers have given up a lot of points in yards to tight ends ever since Fred Warner went out? I think it was, but we'll see.
Well, they shut down Tyler Warren, and he had 9 targets.
Yeah. Tyler Warren's been kind of hit or miss lately anyways. All right. I'm going to have to – we got 1 or 2 more questions. I got to go, Jason.
Okay. This guy. Okay, let's do this one. Swole it again. Flex Marks, Carter, Rico, or a Monana guy.
So Marks is. I would love Marks if he wasn't coming off an injury, right? Vegas has him at 31. I actually lined up with Vegas surprisingly. It's always nice when that happens. So he is a high-end flex option. What was the other one?
Carter, Rico, or Monana guy.
Carter, Rico. So I would start. I've got Monana guy decently down here. Yeah. So Vegas and I still have him like low 30s. Woody Marks like 1 tier ahead, maybe even in the same tier. I'd put him 1 tier ahead. Michael Carter, I like Michael Carter way more than Woody Marks, Jason, but you like Woody Marks more. Vegas likes Michael Carter more.
Woody Marks is, I mean, we're getting to the point now that he's playing the Chargers, dude. He has a great potential to bust this week. The Chargers are giving up only 10 points to running backs in the last 3 games. That's 32nd. They are stopping the run. You're hoping that Woody Marks is going to get a goal line carry or get involved in the passing game, but
yeah,
I'm really not a big fan of him. I'm just like, I put him here in case he got that goal line touchdown, which might not happen. High chance of it not happening.
Yeah, and the thing about Woody Marks, I know he had that, a huge game. No, he didn't even have that huge game. If you look at his rushing yards, even on 26 attempts, 68 yards, 19 attempts, 64 yards, 16 attempts, 74, 18 attempts, 44 yards. And then you're like, oh, well, maybe he's getting all those points through receptions. 1 reception, 2 receptions, 1 reception, 1 reception, 1 reception. And he's a pass catching specialist. So he's just been kind of falling off efficiency-wise. And that'd be fine if he was catching passes. But 1 or fewer receptions in like 4 of the last 5 games, man. So, yeah, I would go Michael Carter there.
Yeah, the one thing with Woody is that his running metrics, they suck. The thing that's saving him now is that his snap share is like 70%, and out of the last like 4 or 5 games, not including Arizona, he's averaging like 20 carries a game, which is what you want from your running back. But this matchup is just really, really, really bad. Really bad. Yeah. I don't like it. All right, Tyler, we got one from Tony.
It's the last question.
All right, he says, would you play Hindi over Genty in PPR if he goes?
So, I talked about this, dude. Ashton Genty is ranked number 4. I get it. He had an amazing game last week. I get it. His floor is still like 3 fantasy points to me. Or Travion Henderson. So I have Travion Henderson right below in the same tier as Ashton Genty. But Jason, you have Ashton Genty higher. Vegas has him way higher. So if it was me, I get it. I would probably go with the tiebreaker and go with Las Vegas and probably start Ashton Genty, Jason, because he's going to get more touches than Travion Henderson. But he's not. I know he's not going to be more efficient. So you're chasing last week with Ashton Genty. Godspeed.
Yeah, I'll tell you this right now. Like 24 out of the 30 points that he scored last week came off of two runs.
Yeah.
But the thing is, it's like one of the teams I always try to target is the Giants. They have one of the worst run defenses in the fucking league, dude. It's so bad. Even though Genty's been very bad as well, I am choosing the volume on this one.
Yeah, and that was at Houston, so people were like, oh my God, that's amazing, because Houston's just shutting everybody down. And he's been doing bad, but dude, he's had the worst matchups ever. Houston, Philadelphia, Denver, at the Chargers, Cleveland, and then, hey, a good matchup at home versus Dallas. He had 6 carries for 7 yards, 8 fantasy points. So even with a really good matchup sometimes, it's not great. So his floor is 5 fantasy points. His ceiling's 30. You can almost say that about Travion Henderson. So just go with the guy that's going to get more touches. I guess Ashton Genty, Jason.
But also, I don't think you'd be wrong if he went Henderson. What do you say, Tyler? Flip a coin, then blame the coin.
Yeah, so that's a tough one, man. And you drafted Ashton Genty in the first round, man. So that's a tough one. Anyways, I'd go Ashton Genty, Las Vegas tiebreaker, but same tier to me. All right, hey, that is the show. I'm going to stop sharing right now. I've got to go spend some time with my family. We're doing a bunch of stuff. So hopefully everybody had a good holiday. Hopefully everybody wins their championships. I know that can't happen, but whatever, man. At least you're playing at the championship. So, hey, Jason, please send us out. Hopefully we earned a thumbs up. Hopefully we earned a subscription, man. We need subscribers, dog.
Yeah, so what we got coming up next, the Boomer Buzz video for running backs is already out. So you just got to wait till Sunday for the earliest waiver wire show on the planet from Tyler, so you can be prepared for the Week 18, I guess, if people are still playing in those psychopath leagues. Apparently our listener league is. We'll look into that. Anyway.
Don't be depressed.
I'll talk to you guys in those videos. Deuces.
It's the Fantasy Red